Next tonight, what will the results of the European elections mean for the next big political contest? That's the question on the minds of party managers tonight as they plan their campaigns for the crucial Newark parliamentary by-election.
Tonight, the candidates from the main parties are going head-to-head in their first election debate since UKIP's Euro victory. Let's join our political editor, John Hess, who's in Newark. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Dominic. Well, in an era of spin doctors and targeted texts and, sound bites, it's good to know that there's still scope for the traditional election hustings, in effect, a public meeting in which the public can throw questions at the candidates that aspire to be the next MP for this Newark area. Tonight, we're at the Magnus Academy School in Newark, and the candidates from all the main parties are there answering questions from members of the audience. It's been organised by the local business community. And actually for the candidates, my goodness, they need to think on their feet. And that's not all.
I'm your candidate, Roger Helmer. How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
You need plenty of stamina in politics, and Roger Helmer, fresh from topping the Euro elections for UKIP in the East Midlands, was today back on the election trail. The newly elected Euro MP wants to be the next Westminster MP for Newark and was campaigning in Southall, famous for its Norman Minster and its Bramley apple. But is this Nottinghamshire constituency ripe for UKIP picking? Its leader, Nigel Farage, is due in the constituency later this week and has been anxious to get briefing from some of his Euro candidates.
The southern bit's in Rushcliffe.
Yeah, it is, but only a small part, Bingham. And we were out in Bingham on Saturday and looking good.
Defending a 16,000 Conservative majority, surely not nerves in the Tory camp, but today the Conservatives' parliamentary hopeful Robert Jenrick was joined by Rutland and Melton MP Alan Duncan and Sherwood's Mark Spencer. They were leafleting and canvassing in East Bridgeford near Bingham, once part of Ken Clarke's Rushcliffe and now in the Newark constituency. And here's why the Conservatives are nervous about this by-election, because in the European election results for the Newark and Sherwood Council area, UKIP polled just over 10,000 votes ahead of the Conservatives and Labour, UKIP having a majority of 386 over the Tories. Could that result be repeated a week on Thursday? After UKIP's Euro success, there's something of a purple haze over the East Midlands. Will it lift by the time the voters in the Newark constituency return to the polls?
Well, with me is Chris Hobson from the Chamber of Commerce. Chris, the Chamber's been one of the organisations behind this hustings this evening, but what sort of questions are the public wanting to ask?
We're hearing a range of questions, from very local issues, the local hospital, the railway running north and south and east and west, but also some bigger issues, so energy policy, the local Polish community and their role in Newark. A whole range of things being covered.
And why is it important, do you think, these days that this type of event still takes place?
It's really great for people to be able to come along and hear straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, pose their questions and get the answers back that they want to hear. I think that that's a really important part of this by-election.
Okay, Chris Hobson, thank you very much indeed. Well, it's been going for about 20 minutes here. This hustings is still going on until 8 o'clock this evening, so if you live in the area and you want to find out what the candidates have got to say, why not pop on down?
OK, John, thank you very much indeed. Our political editor there, John Hess. And in the interest of fairness, and as is customary, here is the full list of candidates standing in that all-important Newark by-election.